Welcome to a space where cultura, creativity, and real life collide. I'm Yomi, your host of Sip Happens, where I bring you unfiltered conversations on mental health, self discovery, and everything in between. Make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, comment, and join my conversation. See y'all next episode.
Ese gallo de Quisqueya es de pura calidad. Siempre, siempre pica bueno y la cola le entrada.
Goya, Victor, Victor.
Welcome to Sip Happens. I'm Yomi, your host of Sip Happens, and today we have the beautiful, the talented Miss Summer.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on.
Let's be real. We're not. We both said before this interview started, we like, damn, this was a tough week. This was tough week.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
I was just about to ask you, how's your week been?
Whew. It's been tough. It's really
Me
been
too,
tough. Like physically, mentally, emotionally, it's been tough.
Emotionally, heavy on the emotional.
Whew. My heart is heavy. But we made it to Friday.
It is Friday. Happy
we made
Friday.
it another day. Amen.
Thankfully. Thank God.
Mhm.
Yeah. This week has just been hectic, but I feel like it being Friday and we've seen another day, I'm just thankful, rolling with the punches. But
Likewise.
yeah. What is one highlight that you had this week since we've had a hard week?
I saw Marvin Sapp at the Tiny Desk.
You saw Marvin Sapp?
Mhm.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
How
I
was
was
that?
like, wow, I needed this. And I'm not even like a religious girl. Like I don't listen to gospel.
I was gonna say he's like my favorite gospel artist.
Yeah, that was incredible. Like he was in there cranking.
Where was he
like,
at?
The Tiny Desk.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
Mhm.
Wow. How long was he like performing for?
It was like a 30-minute set. But then I saw before I saw the sound check, I was like, dang, y'all sound good. And
dope.
then yeah, it was really good. I was like tearing up. It was so beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome. I always feel like when you touch into, like God or like godly things or like even listening to like gospel or worship music, I feel like it always like makes your mood a little better, especially when you're going through something.
Yeah. It's kind of grounding.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like,
for sure.
okay.
I feel that. You said you're not like that religious. Do you maybe like pray? Is there anything specific that you do? I know you're not religious like that, but like, is there
No, I
anything
pray.
specific?
I pray.
Okay.
I meditate.
Okay.
I all things that I do, like work out, pray, meditate, journal, self-reflection. Like I find all of those things to be my way to connect with God.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So like I'm not in a religion because like
Of course. Yeah.
I don't need you to tell me how to do
Yeah.
stuff and when and why.
Yeah.
And I like the fellowship part of it, but
No,
I
I
do it on my
agree. As
own.
long as you believe in God and you do it on your own, I feel like no one should really judge you for that. So I
Exactly.
think it's dope that you say you taking care of yourself is how you get closer to God. So that's kind of
Exactly.
dope. I like that. That's
and
different.
others.
And others. Yeah. So I know you're originally from St. Louis, right?
Yes.
And then we're here in the DMV.
Yeah,
So
we
how
are.
did we go from St. Louis to the DMV?
I moved around a lot.
Okay.
So I came to the DMV because of Howard.
Okay.
But
that makes sense. Yeah.
I left St. Louis when I was 12 and moved to Toronto.
Okay.
And I was there until I was 16. And I moved to Detroit. And then I was there until I went to Howard.
Oh wow. Okay. So ever since you graduated, you've been just out here?
No, actually, I graduate. Okay, well, I did go to Barcelona for a minute, and I graduated, and then I moved to New York,
Okay.
and then I moved to Miami, and then I moved to Charlotte, and then I came back here.
Jeez, you've been everywhere.
Girl, I move around.
That's good though. Good for you. Miami, how was Miami?
I liked Miami. I mean,
Really?
how
I feel
could
like
you be?
Miami's overrated.
I don't like to party there,
Yeah.
but like, you waking up every day in the sunshine. Are you kidding me?
I mean, that's true. It's the weather. I feel
Waking
like,
up every day and being able to go to the water, like you can't have a bad day.
Right.
So I really liked it.
So, I mean, your name's Summer. You clearly like warm weather. When's your birthday?
June 5th.
June 5th. Oh, my birthday's June 13th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Gemini?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
am.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you believe what they say about Geminis?
So if I'm being honest, I feel like I used to be big on the whole horoscope stuff, but I feel like now I'm not really into it. I feel like it's one, overrated, two, played out, and three is just like I feel like maybe some characteristics I believe, but then the other ones I'm just kind of like, everyone's different though. You know what I mean? And then like the fact that you try to judge somebody like, oh, you're a Gemini or oh,
Right.
you're a Scorpio, then I know all about you.
Right.
Like, no, you don't know me.
You
You know
don't
what I
know
mean?
me.
Until you actually get to know me. So I kind of
Facts.
hate people that like try to judge you off of that.
You're
But
so
I
good.
do like when people are like, oh, you're a Gemini, like, and then they try to put something positive out instead of it
Yeah.
being like negative. Cause I feel like
Yeah.
Geminis get a bad rep.
They
You know what I mean?
do.
They be like, oh, yeah, Two-Faced or something.
No, ma'am, not
Never
me.
that. Never that.
Not me. I think we're just fluid. I think
I
we
agree.
could just be in any room and adapt.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like we adapt very easily,
Yeah.
and I feel like people either admire that or hate that.
Yeah. And that's something that moving all those different places has
Mhm.
really helped develop in me is like I can be in any room at any given time
Right.
and feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say you enjoy like storytelling and things like that. So the fact that you've like moved to different places, I'm just like I can see why. You have like
Mhm.
a lot to talk about. So when you lived in Toronto, how long was that for? How many years were you there
4
for?
years.
4 years. How was that?
Toronto was cool. I mean, when I first got there, like I was not prepared to leave and move out of St. Louis. Like,
Yeah, of course,
I'm
of
12
course.
years old, all my friends, all my family. I've never even
Yeah, it's a
traveled out the
huge,
country.
huge change.
Huge.
Yeah.
So I moved to Toronto and I did not know what to do. Like my parents put me in an all
Mhm.
girls private Catholic school. I was like, do y'all hate
Whoa.
me or something?
Right?
Like
I would
this
have
is
said the
this
same
is
thing.
evil. And I hated it.
That's
And then I
funny.
switched schools and I liked it a little bit more. And I was like getting into some stuff, like fun
Mhm.
stuff, little kid, little teenager stuff.
Right.
So I had a good time. I had a good time. And this was like when Party Next Door and The
Yeah, I was
Weekend and
about to
all
say
them were
that was
coming
like a
up.
vibe. Yeah.
It was a vibe, girl. We used to be in them parties grooving. It was so fun.
Damn.
It was fun.
Do you still have like, I don't know, like videos or things like that you can reminisce on? Pictures?
Girl, I hope not.
No.
I have pictures, no videos.
No
I
videos,
don't
okay.
need no videos of that time.
I'm
No.
dead.
But it was
That's
a good
dope,
time.
though. How do you go about like your memories since you've like lived in a bunch of places, right? So like what are things that you do to like just keep those little places that you lived at alive?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mhm.
St. Louis I go back to often because I still
Okay.
have family, friends there. Toronto is hard because I still have some people there, but
Mhm.
I don't go back as often because it's too cold.
Right,
I will
right.
only go there in the summer.
During summertime. Okay.
But music, I think music is
Music?
what
Okay.
connects me to different cities. Cause like living in Detroit, like I'll hear a song like T Grizzly,
Okay.
stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, what a time.
Memories.
And then, yeah, I think it's music. And then it's also just like, because I've moved around so much,
Mhm.
I've had to learn how to like
Adapt.
hold
and
on
pick up.
to what I was given from each space,
Mhm.
friends, relationships, places, food, memories,
Right,
music.
right.
So I've had to learn how to like keep those inside.
That's dope. I think it definitely has shaped you who you are today, because you can like speak off of experiences of living like in different places and stuff like that.
Yes.
How important is your mental health with your personal life, with your career? You also have a show called It's Summertime.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
About my mental health and
Mhm.
all of that.
Mhm.
You know what I realized the other day? Like, this makes actually sound really cocky, but I think I'm pretty self-aware.
As you should be.
Yeah,
As
but
you should.
but that a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I was about to say that a lot of people aren't, but I feel like maturing and becoming an adult is being able to reflect and being able
Yeah.
to be self-aware, A lot of
Yeah.
people don't have that.
So I'll give you an example, like, and I didn't plan to share this publicly, but I will. On Friday,
Mhm.
I had ate a piece of an edible, and I eat edibles, whatever, it's cool.
Mhm.
I had never been that high in my
You probably
whole.
ate a big ass piece.
No, I've eaten full edibles and been
Okay,
all
okay,
right.
okay,
I've
okay.
never been that high in my whole life, but I say that to say that I was sitting there like trying to regulate my breath because I was so high.
Oh my God.
So I just started laughing at myself
Mhm.
because I'm so self-aware. I'm like, I'm just too high right now. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
just
through it, and then
chilling,
tomorrow
yeah.
will be a new day. So it's the same. It's like that with everything. Like I'd be like, shit, I'm really down right now. I'm like, whatever. Tomorrow will be another day.
Yeah.
I think I've started recognizing like what I am feeling right now,
Mhm.
and then also recognizing that it's temporary.
Right.
So with my mental health, I'm able to like I'm able to like really be fluid with it because it's like, okay, I may be sad right now, but I know I'm gonna bounce back, and
Yeah.
I just stay aware of how I'm feeling. Cause
That's good. That's really good.
yeah, you know when you get like lost and you look up and you're like, damn, I've been sad for weeks.
Yeah, yeah. What am I gonna
Yeah,
do?
you can't let that happen. You gotta stay in front of it
I love
or
that.
in it.
That's the new saying. Stay in front of it.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I like that a lot. Um, what is something if you could tell your 10-year-old self, what is something you would tell yourself now?
Girl, I'll be honest, like growing up, people used to think I was crazy. Like
Why?
not crazy, but they just like, Summer's gonna be in her parents' house the rest of her life in the basement. They're gonna have to take
Really?
care of her. Yeah, and I don't know why they thought like that of me, but it made me think like that of myself. I'm like, well, shit, I'm not going to college. Like I used to start thinking like that. So
Mhm.
I would say to my 10-year-old self, fuck them. Like,
Love that. Yeah,
yeah,
fuck them.
they don't let no one speak over your life. No one ever. And if they do, like, that's a reflection of them and their character and what they see for themselves, but not yours.
Right, right. No, I love that. That's good. I just think it's important to kind of remind yourself, of those things because I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in life and what we have going on that we're just like, damn, like I really did something with myself, or I've come this far. Like, why not just keep going?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
exactly.
So moving on a little bit, fast forward to now, right? I know you were recently a part of or nominated for 35 under 35. Is that correct? Is that how you say it?
DMV 35 under 35.
How did that come about? Or I also know that you guys like went out to like an outing or something. Can you tell
Yeah.
us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so Media Prince just nominated me for it. Like he
Okay.
thought I was working really hard and that I deserved recognition.
Hmm.
Thank you. I agree. Nice to be recognized. So yeah, they do different events and like just really highlight us and bring us together for networking opportunities and like just to know other dope people that are doing dope things in the DMV. So
That's
I
so
feel really honored to be recognized, especially not being from here. Like,
right, right, right.
I'm able to come here and connect with so many people and
Make a difference. Yeah.
yeah, and y'all appreciate it. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Yeah.
and the amount of love that I have received is crazy. Like
That's good.
I never thought it would be well, I did think it was gonna be this, but I'm grateful it is.
That's good, as you should. I was gonna be like, I've seen you, on your show, or like you just always doing something. So you should be proud of yourself.
Thank
I feel
you.
like I don't know exactly where you come from, right? But from what I've seen, with like your show, I guess like when it kind of first started to now, like there's been a huge, impact. So congratulations. That's
Thank you
awesome.
for saying that.
Yeah.
When you're in it, you don't see because like you're constantly raising your
Yeah,
own
you're like
bar.
tunnel vision and you're just
Yeah,
trying to set the bar up. So I get that.
exactly. So I appreciate that.
So you recently filmed with Tink, and I know that on your post you mentioned that you were very consistent about DMing them and things like that to finally get the interview. So how did that come about?
Yeah, no, I was really excited about that. So
That's dope.
it started with talking to Lamont Roach, that's
Okay.
who Gervonta is fighting.
Hmm.
And I reached out to Lamont because somebody who I was cool with suggested, like, you should interview him on your podcast. And I was like,
Hmm.
all right, we'll see. So I
Yeah.
reached out. I had to kind of do the same thing with him. He ended up agreeing.
Hmm.
So interviewed him. Then I'm like, well, it's only right. I talked to Gervonta.
Right. Might as well.
Yeah. So I DM'd Gervonta probably 50 times. I don't care. I don't care about being annoying and being a botherer. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
what I need to get, I need to get.
Closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I
Hello.
mean?
So I DM'd
Yeah.
him a whole bunch of times. He ain't never answered. So I started DMing the promotions account.
Hmm.
And there's an email in the bio. So I emailed them as well.
Hmm.
So he got back to me. And it was his manager who put me in contact with, no, he got back to me. The manager did. At the
Hmm.
same time, the press manager had
Okay.
emailed me.
Hmm.
We got on the phone, we chatted. He was like, I'll let you know when things are starting to happen. And I didn't believe it.
Right.
So
Right. Of
I'm
course.
still hitting him. And then finally he was like, pull up here. And I was like, okay, on my way.
Oh, that's dope.
And I went and yeah, I got to talk to him. We chatted for probably like 5 minutes, but I'm still grateful to have
Yeah.
gotten
Of
that
course.
experience.
Yeah.
And I think that my quick 5 minutes with him, I was able to learn a lot about him.
Hmm.
and really pull some emotions out of him, which is what I wanted to do. So he told me he'd come sit down for a longer one. So I'm gonna keep
Okay.
banging at that door till
As
he
you
answers
should.
again.
As you should. Yeah.
We'll see though.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous.
I was gonna be like, I would have been nervous as
I
shit.
was nervous. I get nervous pretty often before like an interview. But that one, I was really nervous because like I'm not a sports person. I'm not a boxing person.
Right.
And there was a lot of people in the room who were. So I just did not want to seem like not knowledgeable. But I did do my research, and
That's good.
I'm more so wanted to ask him about him and
of course.
his journey, his experiences, how he felt about what he had going on. So
That's good. Like, I feel like when you have a guest or you're interviewing someone, I think hitting them on the emotional side, you can never lose with that, So
exactly
it's a good thing to do.
Some people are, it's blowing up right now. Some people are mad.
Make sure y'all tune in
Yeah,
and watch that.
Watch that. I'm happy with it.
I love that for you. Okay, so you are a guest on the show. So I want to play a little game with you. It's called Truth or Drink.
Oh, Lord.
So I wrote a couple questions.
How does the game work?
So I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't want to answer, you drink. Or if you want to tell the truth, you tell the truth.
Okay.
Okay. So it's up to you.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. First question. Is it true that you have sent a risky text to the wrong person?
Of course. Of
Dead.
course. I'm so grateful for
Did you get a
unseen.
response?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Would you just didn't respond?
Oh, you know what I did? You want to know the story?
Yeah, I want to know.
Oh, it's bad.
We wanna know.
God, it's so bad. Okay, so when I was in college, I lived with roommates, right? And we had a group chat, of course. So we were talking in the group chat, and one of my roommates like kind of lost her mind and was talking crazy. Like, I'm in here crying every day. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? So I screenshot it and I accidentally sent it to her. Yep. And she was like, wow, Summer, this is really fucking hurtful. And I was like, girl, I just wanted to send you the messages that I wanted to address with you personally.
Are y'all still friends?
Girl, we weren't friends then.
Oh,
She's weird.
Okay. Oh, the girl is weird.
She's weird.
Okay. Let's see. Is it true that you have had a crush on one of your friends' mans?
Absolutely not. I don't play that at all.
Good.
At all.
Okay. Is it true that you've told a lie to get out of a date?
Yeah, all the time.
What's one classic you go to? I have one.
One classic lie.
Mhm.
Something came up. I got something to do for work.
While you're on the date, you're just gonna be like,
while I'm at the
while
date?
you're at the date. Yeah,
Oh,
have
like
you
to
lied?
leave?
Yeah, to leave.
Yeah, girl. I'd send a text to my cousin, call me, act like it's an emergency.
Literally too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I had this, like, I'm gonna just share this story real quick. So this one time I was out on a date, and mind you, I feel like I got catfished, right? Like the guy was not looking like that on
That
FaceTime.
happens. Yeah, right.
So I was like, hold up. So we got there. I told my friend to keep blowing up my phone. I was like, I'm not gonna answer for the first 2 rings, so just keep calling. So I finally answered, and she's like, oh, I got a flat tire. And then I was like, okay, like I'm gonna come get you, whatever. The guy goes, oh, we can, like, I'll help. We'll go.
No,
And I
you
was like,
won't.
no, like it's fine. I'm gonna go. My brother's gonna come meet us. And he was like, no, your brother doesn't have to do that. Like, I'll do it. And then I was like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do to get out of this? And then I was like, no. Like, I think her brother's gonna take care of the car, but I need to take her to her man. So like, I'm gonna just go. But he kept insisting. And then I was like, you know what? Like, you doing too much. So I gotta go. So then I just ended up leaving. But
At some point, you gotta just be honest and be like, you're good.
Never
I'm
spoke to him
good."
ever again. And I feel like he kind of got the message.
Yeah,
So
they get it. Dang. It be like that though. You always have to have that person on speed dial. I know
Yeah.
walking into a date though, if I'm gonna need somebody on speed dial, and I'll
yeah, I feel like
text
the
him.
first 5 minutes you already know.
You already know. I'd be like, hey, if I send you this emoji, blow my phone
You know what
up.
time it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Is it true that you've had a crush on a teacher or an authority
Ooh, I
figure?
have had a crush on a teacher.
Yeah.
I have at Howard. I don't think I should say his name though.
You don't have to say
He
his
was
name.
fine.
Really?
Everyone had a crush on him.
Okay.
And then I remember one time I saw him walking down the street and I was like, hey, professor.
Mhm.
And he was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, I'm Summer. I'm in your class. He was like, oh, so you the light? I was like, I'm the light. He was so fine.
I'm the light.
I don't know where he went though. I try to find him. I can't find him.
Doesn't say maybe just even on Facebook. You've looked
He
on
doesn't
Facebook.
have social media. He's one of them, like,
You didn't Google him?
I Googled him.
Nothing came up?
Yeah, like some of his work and like some of the things he's done in life, but not anything present. I know. I want to find him. I think he's married, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's okay. So can you tell our viewers one mental note?
One mental note.
Something positive.
Yes. Oh, can I tell you my favorite quote?
Yes, of course.
Okay. It's by Toni Morrison. It says, if you surrender to the air, you could ride it. And
Oh, that's cute.
that's something I think about very often, because I think about like the power of being vulnerable and surrendering to what is happening, and then the lightness you feel from that.
I love that. That's cute. That's a really cute quote. Yeah. So before we wrap this up, I got a question because the fellas want to know.
Oh, Lord.
Is Summer single?
Summer is single.
Is she looking for love?
Summer is love, so she doesn't have to seek love, but it's always welcome for more.
For more? Okay. Love that. So can you tell our viewers where we can find you, what you have going on, what's next for you?
Yes, so I am going to the fight, which I'm very excited for. We'll see if I get some content from them. And I have an interview dropping. When is this coming out?
Probably in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, there will be plenty interviews out by then, but the next one I have coming out is Flock, and it was very chaotic, so y'all gonna want to tune into that. But you can find me on social media at Summer FH, Summer spelled with O, and it's summertime on YouTube.
Yay! Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Satan's always on my